Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top tips to meeting UCAS deadlines. I guess this kind of goes for all sorts of deadlines, whether it's for work, school, general life errands, but this is specifically dedicated to UCAS deadlines as the deadline for UCAS applications is coming up very, very soon. It's on the 15th of January, so this is for any of you people who are leaving it a little bit to the last minute, a little bit worried, maybe panicked about sending in your application. It is coming up so quickly, and I just thought I'd share with you any good tips to ensure your application is done quickly and efficiently before the 15th comes. This video is partnered with What Uni. I've worked with What Uni a number of times before and I absolutely love them. As I always say, I religiously used this website when I was looking for university. If you're struggling now to find the last university to put on your application and that's why you're being delayed, or even if you're looking a year in advance and want to get extra prepared, or just if you want a little browse about university if you're not sure if you want to go yet, then definitely check out What Uni. They have all the open days coming up, prospectuses for all universities in the UK, lots of information on courses. It allows you to compare one of your courses from one university to another to see the benefits and the cons maybe of each one against each other. So it's a very reliable source for all university information, so definitely go check them out. I'm going to leave the website on the top link of the description. And yeah, let's get on with my top 5 tips to make sure you reach those deadlines. So for those of you that don't live in the UK and have no idea what UCAS is, and you just want a little bit of an insight into British university, or if you're in sixth form, maybe first year or GCSEs, and you have no idea what UCAS is, I'm going to do a little quick explanation, but you can go and find more information out on the What Uni website. So UCAS is the application process for the majority of universities. There are other systems like QCAS, which you use for like performing arts universities or performing colleges, but the majority of university applications are through UCAS. There are several different parts of your UCAS application. There is the personal statement, which I've already done a video on before with What Uni, so I'm going to leave that down below if you're struggling with your personal statement and you've left it a little bit to the last minute, so go check that out if you are still writing your personal statement and doing the finishing touches. Along with your personal statement, you have your personal information, so you fill out all your like basic details like name, birthday, contact, and all that sort of jazz, all the easy stuff. Then you have your university option section where you place your 5 universities in. You don't have a ranking at all, you don't have to put them from first to last, you literally just put every single university and the course code for everyone, and you enter them, and then obviously you get your responses back from the universities whenever they decide to read your application, whether they've got a lot coming or they get it back to you in a couple of days. Then you can like prioritise which one you want to be your firm offer and which one you want to be your insurance. When you first submit your application, you don't actually have to rank them from first to last university or anything, you literally just submit that. And then the last thing you need is a reference. Fortunately, my school was super helpful with this and got all the teachers from my different subjects to write a little segment, and from my tutor and stuff, all into one big reference. So if you're at school, you might be fortunate enough to get this as well, and you won't need to worry about it because they submit it for you onto your application. So I personally didn't need to worry about this, but whether you've taken a gap year and you're not at school, or your college may not be helping you to help you write your statement and do your references for you, you may need to go out and try and get a reference from somewhere. You might need to do work experience for this, or if you've already done some, great, just contact the company or place you worked with and get a nice little reference saying all the good things about you and all your great qualities to sell yourself to the university. That's a little bit about UCAS. Now moving on to my main part of my video. Tip number 1 for reaching the deadline on time is to make sure you break up your workload. This is what I do with just daily general life deadlines, but splitting up my work really helps me to get my deadlines done on time. I always finish my coursework at least a week before it was due in because I split up my deadline, and it's just a lot less daunting if you do it this way. So whether you set yourself to do 100 words in the evening, every evening, or 100 words every other day, that is going to really help you. Obviously now it's getting close to the deadline, you can set yourself little tasks to do it every single evening. So one evening could be to spell check your personal statement, another could be to ensure all your course codes are perfect on your application. Another day you could set yourself your task to find someone in your family to read through your statement and make sure it sounds okay. All these little things you can do and break it up so it's not so intense on your mind. This will help commit to your application and make sure it gets in right before the deadline is due. My second tip is to be realistic with yourself. If you put too much pressure on yourself and say, I'm going to complete 500 words of my personal statement tonight, I'm going to do all my university application all in one day, then you're not going to do it. You're going to procrastinate. 9 times out of 10 people will put it off. If you have set yourself something huge to do in one day or one evening, let's be honest, like I would as well. If I said, oh, I'm going to write all my personal statement in one go, like I'm not going to do that, and I'm never going to do that. Be realistic with yourself with all of your deadlines. It kind of links to my first tip, so you don't put too much pressure on yourself and work yourself up, because I know that could be very, very stressful on top of like A-level mock exams and stuff around this time of year. So yeah, just be realistic. Stop putting the pressure on yourself. My third tip would be to find your perfect working environment. My perfect working environment is usually on my own or even with someone else in the room, but silence is the thing for me. I know a lot of people can put headphones in and listen to something while they're working, but that is literally not the case for me. I can't think of anything worse. But we all work differently. That's the good thing. That's why you have to find your own personal working environment. I can't tell you what's good for you. So working environments are completely different for everyone. I can't advise you, but you just need to find this yourself. Some people work better with music. I don't know, I just don't. I prefer working in silence so I can hear my thoughts and I can get them straight out on the paper or online, whatever I'm doing. So yeah, find your perfect working environment and you'll be as efficient as you can be, and it definitely increases your productivity if you can find what works best for you. Reduce your distractions as well. I always put my phone on airplane mode, especially when I'm revising or need to complete something before a certain time or part of the day. So yeah, turn your phone on airplane mode, reduce any distractions around you, whatever that may be for you personally, and yeah, you'll just get straight down at the task. Tip number 4 is to set yourself a treat. This is something that I know a lot of people do already and something that I definitely do myself. Setting yourself a treat at the end of your task will help you achieve something a lot quicker, and it gives you that motivation you need to get it done on time. So maybe in the evenings, if you set yourself 100 words to do on your personal statement, or you set yourself an hour to read through your application and make sure everything's perfect. At the end of that, maybe watch a favourite episode of something you really like, or treat yourself to a chocolate bar. You know, just even little tiny things like that can help motivate you to achieve something quicker, and yeah, it gets your work done more efficiently. So I always set myself a little treat, or even maybe on the 16th of January you go out and do something fun in the evening, or whatever you want to do. Just set yourself a little treat and it will make everything seem a lot more easier. And my final tip, do not rush. Don't rush into anything. Even though you may want to get everything done really quickly and want to get it sent off, please don't rush. Take the time that you need to make sure your application is perfect. You don't want to make any mistakes in your application that will stop you from getting into university. If you make small minor errors, it could be the point of where they choose whether to keep you or not. If you haven't taken that time and effort to check through your statement, check through all your details, do everything perfectly, then some universities may not even want to take you if they don't think that you'll take the time to even check your application to send in. It might not give you the time of day, might instantly need to scrap your application from their institution. So please make sure you spell check, give your work to someone else, whether it's like your mum, dad, brother, sister, someone from your school, one of your friends. Get them to read through your statement or something, or even your details, your course. Sometimes when you read your own work through, you don't realise any mistakes that you do because you've just written it or whatever. So give your work to someone else to read through. Your teachers, I'm sure, if you're at sixth form, will help you to do this. They'll read through everything for you and help you out, let you know if there's anything you need to do. I set myself my own checklist for my personal statement, so things that I definitely wanted to include and wanted to get across in my statement about myself to try and sell myself to my universities, I guess. Yeah, make a list and tick them all off. Read through your statement, tick them all off, and if there's something that you've missed, put it in. As long as you can get it under the character count, then definitely find a way to get everything you've written down in, because there's a reason you wrote it down in your checklist. You want to put your point across, want to share all these amazing things about you to your university, work experience, your subject choices, all of the different things you've done in your life. Make sure you get it all in there from your checklist. And yeah, don't rush anything just because the deadline's approaching. Do take your time, even though you do want to get it off quickly. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed and was able to take some advice from this. Hit the thumbs up if you did like it, subscribe down below if you're new and want to see more university videos. Also make sure to go check out What Uni if you are struggling to find your perfect uni, and I'm sure they will help you out. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday for a brand new video. Bye!